This is Lifestyles. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. What's happening? Keep it positive. What's going on? Hey, Delana. Hey, Trish. What's going on, G? What's happening? Talk to me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric. Welcome to the chat. We're just going to tap into the debate a little bit. We're going to talk about um, why a lot of black men are supporting number 45 or get this son of a bitch out of here or um, Donald Trump. Let's try to get everything situated here. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah. Um, what did you think about the debate? Um, I think they got a lot more talking points out. Um, they didn't cut the microphones like I wish they would have, but they did get to say more. You know, because I think because Joe Biden stutters, he definitely doesn't need to be interrupted so that he can get everything out. So um, I do believe that the uh, debate went a lot better. Although I wish that number 45's microphone would have been cut when he would go back and still overtalk a little bit of the commentator. So I don't know. What do you guys think? If anybody watched the debate that's in the chat, what do you think? Do you think that it was better than the last debate? Could it have what could they have done better? What do you think? What's going on, George? What do you think? Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? Welcome to Lifestyles. Hey, Francis, good evening. I think the debate was a lot better than the last debate. What do you all think about it? If you did happen to glance at it, what do you think? Do you think it went a lot better? Do you think they got to speak more about the issues versus being interrupted or interrupting one another? I think it went a lot better myself. I'm waiting on a response. Somebody in the chat tell me how they thought about that debate. If somebody watched the debate besides me, I didn't watch all of it, but I did watch quite a few minutes of it. So I'm just wondering what anybody else might have thought about the debate. Hmm. Nobody's typing, or either it's not typing fast enough. But let's see what else. What else is going on? They're still protesting in Louisville, Kentucky, for the Breonna Taylor murder. Um, her boyfriend was on CBS last week. Gail King interviewed him. That was a pretty good interview. He spoke a lot or in depth on what was, what happened as they were sleeping or lying down. Hey, Misty, welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to the chat. What do you think about the debate? If you got to look at the debate, Annie, what do you think about it? Do you think they spoke better? Do you think they got some of the topics out a lot more, or what do you think? Would you say, Trish? I think Kristen was able to. Okay. Hey, April, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. What's happening? I'm glad you came to the chat. Good to see you. We're just talking about the debate. Um, Wondering if you did get a chance to glance at it. What do what your thoughts are on the debate? Do you think they got to talk a lot more, or do you think that the microphone still should have been cut? What do you think? Absolutely, great minds. Hey, Lynn, welcome to Lifestyles. What's going on? Um, I don't know. I mean, You know, I don't know. Everybody has their own opinion on the debate, but I'm not getting. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, you got to tell me what you thought about it if you got a chance to look at it. The mic should have definitely been cut. I definitely agree with that. Was she African American? I didn't know that. I had no clue. You know what, April? Even the president seemed like he for a little while would listen and he wouldn't interrupt Joe Biden. So you're right. I think it went a lot better this time, and it was a lot more structured. I do agree, totally. No, it's not scotch. This is it's just wine. Um, it's not my favorite chocolate wine. It's still chilling. I just went and got a bottle from Cooper's Hawk, the Cooper's Hawk Winery. That's where I get all of my different types of wine. But no, the this is not my favorite chocolate wine. This is just it's a nice sweet red with a touch of dark grape. What else? What is going on with a lot of the African American men swaying to Trump's way, or what's the deal with that? I've been hearing a lot of black men um, going on the Trump side, and I'm just wondering what you all's opinion is on that, such as 50 Cent saying, that he's riding with Trump and he's voting for Trump, and he's also endorsing him, and that he would move to another country if he didn't get reelected. That's a little extreme, but I guess his taxes and his money is more important than his morals when it comes to the racism stuff like that. Because I noticed when you ask an African American person about why they vote for Trump, they kind of ignore the racist stuff. It's more about the economic view on everything versus the moral or quote unquote conservative view that quote unquote Republicans are supposed to be. So it's more economic than anything. So I don't know. I don't know. It's weird when you ask, of course, when you ask a Caucasian or a white person about why they support Donald Trump, they have their own reasoning. But then when you ask uh, African American person, both ignore the racism aspect of it. Neither wants to talk about supporting somebody divides the country or is dividing, making parties black and white or good and bad or evil and good, Republican and Democrat. That's not bad and good. That's just two different parties, and it's really actually very destructive because it's making people have a different take on the democratic process and um, just uh, being a Republican and Democrat, it didn't used to be like this, and we didn't used to think Republicans were racist or anything like that until now. It's just strange, strange times. Yeah, and that's in April. You know what? And that's your opinion. And um, this again is one of the elections where it'll be lesser of two evils. Um, you may not be sold on them, but I put it like this: we gave Donald Trump 4 years. and we saw what crookedness and things that he's brought to our country and how he's brought our country down, in my opinion, um, along with the people that have been in his party that have been have went to jail. It just, if we given him a chance, I think it's time to give somebody else a chance, and that's just my take on that. Honestly, uh, I don't know. Misty, is just a lesser of two evils. You have to vote, because if you don't vote, you're just helping the person that's already elected, which would be Donald Trump. So you just have to look at who would help you the most in your situation, in your life, in your family. Who would help you the most? And nobody really ever represents us well, Misty, honestly. The Democratic Party has let us down a lot. And I hate that it seems that Black people have to run to the Democratic Party to be heard or to get some sort of help, and nobody seems to want to give us the the just due that we deserve. Um, I kind of understand where Ice Cube is coming from when he was talking about his plan, and I have to correct myself. It's not the platinum plan. He has his own, just his own plan for Black America, African Americans, and the descendants of African Americans or Africans. Um, it's so many things we deserve because our bank accounts do not measure percentage wise to a white bank account. Ours is pennies and theirs is in the hundreds of thousands. So it's just um, no comparison to where we should be financially, in wealth and in owning property and things like that. We're so behind. So we definitely either need to start our own party or come with a plan, but not necessarily hold our vote hostage, because we still have to vote at the end of the day. So I don't know. We just need to come with a plan. And I really feel that we need reparations, definitely reparations. And I don't hear that enough, because our descendants built this country on free labor. So we do have to remember that too. Absolutely, Francis. I totally agree. Okay, Misty. Okay. Okay. 6 years. Well, I per I personally feel that representatives should serve a more convec convective term, and it's super deceptive. It all right. 6 years, all matter. Okay. All matter. Okay. 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 Everybody has their own opinion on, everything that's going on, and just the whole political spectrum. So, I welcome different opinions. So, that it's all good. Whatever ideas you come up with, shoot them out here. Because we can all agree to disagree, or we can all come up with a great plan, having different opinions. So it's all good. And I definitely care too, Misty. I care, and I love everyone. I think positive, but sometimes people don't. People, let's see, people get offended when you're speaking facts. And the bottom line is that percentage wise, African American people are being targeted by police officers, and when they're unarmed and being videotaped or not being videotaped and being killed. Not any other race. That's the reason why people say Black Lives Matter, and it shouldn't offend people. It's just a movement, because we shouldn't be killed for any reason when we're not doing anything wrong, or if we're running away from the police with no gun and we're unarmed, that means we're not harming or trying to do anything to the police officer, but we're always the ones being killed. Not Chinese, Mexican, Latino, Native American, Italian, Japanese, Chinese, Oriental, Asian, Filipino. It's always black men majority of the time. So that's the reason why we say Black Lives First, because we're the ones that are being targeted and killed. So it's no offense to anyone that's not African American. It's just it means something, and we just have to realize that this is what's happening, and um, we're all God's creatures. Um, but right now, we're the ones suffering, unfortunately, and being targeted. Nobody else, only us. So I love everyone, and I just hope that we can get this racism stuff out the door and just realize that we all are different. Yet we do bleed the same, but we are different, and we just have to respect each other's cultures and one another as individuals. Definitely. Yeah, Trish, that unfortunately could be possibly true. You're right. Even though they ought to give us reparations anyway. Um, Anybody that's descendants from Africans should get either a one-time check, and then I feel they should not have to pay taxes ever. Because again, we were brought over here. We've been going through systematic racism for over 400 years. So since we're still low on the totem pole, and why shouldn't we get one lump sum check and not have to pay taxes the rest of our lives? Native Americans were here first. They have somewhat land and different things like that, even though their land was taken, and we were brought over here as well. And so we need to have what we are owed to, whether it's land and a lump sum of money, because the Africans that are our descendants are dead now. So we are the ones that are owed that. The Jews got it from the Volkswagen company. They got reparations. So why don't African Americans deserve it? Why does that sound so funny when we did help build the whole United States of America? Bottom line, period. That's it. Thank you, Trish. It definitely does. It definitely does, Misty. You're right. Totally. Totally. So we just need to hold hands, get together, be strong, and fight this racism shit, because this is a diverse world now, and we can't walk around here hating one another. We have to love each other because we're all different. You got mixed kids, you got biracial children from different backgrounds, and everybody's different now. Nobody's the same. We don't look the same. We don't think the same. But that's what makes us special and unique as individuals. So just got to learn how to respect one another more. And you're right, George. You're totally right. Uh, you're right. I try to think positive, George. You think different from me. I try. Hey, unique thoughts. What's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric. Welcome to the chat. We're just talking about reparations. We're talking about um, uh, all sorts of things, and um, you know, it's a shame that we've been taught all the wrong things, and that's the reason why we hate one another. We're the only race that doesn't stick together. We don't help each other. Every other race sticks together. They live together. They save money together. They support one another. They open up businesses. Blacks kill each other. We hate on one another. It's just We have to, and that's because there's the house nigga, the field nigga. We were jealous of one another. So we've got to get out of that systematic racism. We've got to do better, guys. Um, I don't believe on me myself. I don't believe on black crime because I believe that's just the environment you're around. If you're a black person and you're around poor black people and that's what you're around, you're a criminal. If that's what you are, you're gonna do what's in your environment. You're not gonna go to the rich white neighborhoods and kill white people. You're gonna do what's in your neighborhood. You're not gonna. So I just don't believe on the I just don't believe in the black on black stuff. Yet I do believe that we need to get our hands on these young black youth and talk to them, speak to them. We are their OGs. We can tell them what we've been through to try to keep them out of the streets and keep them from harm's way and to keep them from murdering one another because we're not going to have any young people because they're killing each other. And that's what we need to get our hands on and talk to these little kids and be their mentors and stuff because it's really crazy out here. You know, we got people dying daily and they're all young folks. Well, we really need to help each other. We can't wait on nobody to help us. And I think that's the bottom line, Francis and George. We have to help each other like we used to in the 60s because when we weren't given anything, that's when we owned everything. Remember, before segregation or before we were able to go to anything that was non-black, we had our own everything. When we couldn't go to a white store or a white restaurant, we built our own or we owned our own. So we need to go back to that. We need to own our own things, act like we can't go in a white bank or a white store. We need to own our own things. We could go back to that and own our have it's about ownership. That's what it's about. But for some reason we can't get back to ownership because we're so dependent now on other people to open up stuff when we need to be opening up these things. We need to get our own banks together. We need to get these African American people that are millionaires and open up a bank, build their own bank, so that we can borrow from these banks and open up businesses and things like that, and make our communities thrive again like they did in the 70s and the 60s. But it definitely takes a village, Misty. Scorpio, welcome to Lifestyles. Absolutely, absolutely, April. Thank you. Marcus Garvey told Black Americans to leave the country. Yeah, yeah, I can agree with that to an extent. I think I'm spoiled, me myself, on living in the United States, but I would love to connect with my African brethrens that I was in kinsmanship to know my heritage. I would love to know where I come from, definitely. Totally, Francis, absolutely. Hey, Keisha, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Happy Friday. Hey, Shirley, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Um, Yeah, but we just need to look out for one another. We've got to do better with that. If one person helps one person, the next person helps the next person, the next person helps the next person, then we don't have to worry about wanting for anything. We don't have to go out of our circle and ask anybody for anything. If we just help each other, one person after another, we have, hey, Black Goodness, welcome to Lifestyles. Hey, Harrison, welcome to Lifestyles. We have, hey, it's attorney Roberta Stanton. Welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. But we have to look out for each other. We've got one person after another. And if we all start doing that, then we don't have to beg and scratch and you know, want for so much because we're looking out for each other. But we've got to change this. We've got to change the scenario. We've got to be like these foreigners that come in that we're mad at sometimes, that come in and take advantage of what we've had our whole lives. we haven't taken advantage of it. You know, we don't get the loans and all that, but we got money that we could scrape up and we could put together and we can get together and we can really have something. So let's do it, guys. We've got to do it. You know, we've got to stick together and really and make something happen, make something shake. We've got to do it. Scorpio, you're right. I agree. I agree. You know, the environment, it's the environment. White people kill white people, black people kill black people. It's the environment. Uh, but I don't, you know, I'm not sugarcoating anything. It's bad. It's wrong. We need to talk to these youth. We need to get a hold to them before they go out and commit these crimes. We need to get back to job skills, different things coming every summer for kids to do instead of them ripping and running with their pants hanging down off their ass all day. It just has to be more for them to do too. He's part of a black owned online bank. He definitely is. And I'm going to take a look at that, George. Sounds like it may have some different opportunities. So I'm going to take a look at that and see what it has to offer actually. We will all care about what we are going through our community. Okay, Misty. Okay. But yeah, I wasn't gonna make this a long one, but I just wanted to get that out, guys. And we just have to again stick together, get together, think positive, help one another. I don't care who did what. Help each other, one person after another, and pass that on, and then we won't have to ask so much because we'll all have. That's a good idea, Keisha. I'll check that out. I like that. Bartering is a good idea because there used to be a show, the Barter Show, and you can get a lot of things bartering, different things until you get exactly what you want. So bartering is definitely a great idea, Keisha. Uh, I'll be looking out for that, and I'll definitely promote you. Um, Good night, April, and I enjoyed you. Thank you. We enjoyed you coming in the chat. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you. You're right, George. You're right. Okay, Misty. Good night, Delana. Don't forget to hit that like and that thumbs up. Black owned banks. All right. Okay, that makes it a night. I'll be back at you probably tomorrow with another video. I really appreciate everybody coming into the chat. It's been a real positive outlook on some things that we really needed that we really needed to talk about. So I don't know. I like I said, I love everybody, and I just appreciate you coming into the chat. It's been really positive. Let's see. You got this. One of my subscribers made me this. Thought this was really cool. Lifestyles with Eric. All right. All righty. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right. Take care. All right. Bye bye.